Okay, I just made a 45-minute video and failed to understand that the sound of the music is gonna cover up my voice. But I wanted to share a painting, me painting live. Not live, but recorded. Because I want to make sure that's a quality video. And unfortunately, I've already really begun today with stage 3 of the painting, and I went over a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to try to recap what I've already said, and unfortunately I'm not going to paint while I'm doing it because I got to remember exactly what I went over. And like I said, this is a 45-minute long video that I just made, and all you could hear was the music. Because I put the iPhone right next to the speaker. I had everything set up visually that I wanted, but I neglected to think about how loud the sound would be, unfortunately. So, in a recap, I really admire several artists, but the ones that I admire most at the moment are a gentleman named Cesar Santos, and he's really changed my palette, and he's taught me, or just kind of gave me some backbone to what I already understood, was that painting came in stages. And I just wanted to reiterate that really all that you see in this painting so far, well, except for what I've started doing today, is drawing and composition. I work a lot on finding compositions that work, and I think a lot about the proportion of each section in regards to each other. And man, it's such a recap. I really enjoy the spontaneity of just rambling while I'm painting, but I really need to recap already what I've said. Maybe I can just start talking as I go. But the painting part is tough to talk while I'm doing it, because it's really the most challenging part of the painting is getting the correct color. It's really the funnest part of the painting is the painting part. Everything that you see here is just fill-in and drawing and composition. It's not really painting yet. It's like educated guess on what the colors should look like, and then I can get a good picture of exactly what the painting is going to look like when it's completed in my head. I work on the whole painting at once. I don't work on sections all the way to finish, section all the way to finish. I learned that from artists that I follow, and some of the artists that I followed when I was in my early 20s. Their lessons still true hold today. And I can't remember one of their names, but they're both passed on, so I can't reach out to them anymore. One of theirs name was Leslie Lerner. He taught me a lot about painting, and he really appreciated the beauty that I was trying to create. And man, I wish I would have stuck around, because he was giving me A's in his class and really encouraging me to grow as an artist. But he passed on, and all I have is myself at the moment. So this is stage 3. Stage 1 and 2 is the drawing, the composition, and the fill-in, and then I go into stage 3, and then I'm gonna go on to like stage 7 would be where it's completed. So it's not even halfway done yet. It can get halfway done very quickly. It could get halfway done today if I would start painting it. Why don't I go and do that? I'll go and start painting it. Right now I'm focusing on his, on the only human part of the painting. The rest of this is just, his machine. And I was really having trouble at the end of this with trying to find the right color, because raw umber is really a grayish color, man. It grays everything. So I was mixing it in with my colors and creating like these grays, which is not what I'm trying to capture right now. I'm trying to capture some of the light on his belly here, and unfortunately it's really hindering me right now. But this is all should be brighter. I had also gone into a lot of, my subject choices, and some of the reasons why I don't paint live individuals, which I think is really important. To me, painting from life means you're painting from a pose, and they have to sit still for hours, and to me that's just as fake as a photograph. To me, life is the most beautiful parts about life is what we do spontaneously. Consequently, I like a lot of TV shows that feature spontaneity, such as Whose Line It Is Anyway. After a while, though, after watching that show for a while, I just went off on a tangent. I don't know how much of that is actually rehearsed, because they if you watch them a lot of episodes, you kind of notice they do the same jokes over and over again, man. I didn't realize that before. But anyways, I also like, reality shows, not the crap that you see on TV, because that's all fake, but, or MTV, because that's all fake, but I mean, like, just like, stuff on History Channel, and, so photos to me is what I paint from, because I'm trying to capture something that happened in the moment. And up until most recently, I had been painting off other people's photos, and I didn't really like that, but that's all I can do. I can't go and find these famous people and be like, hey, can I get a photo of you so I can do a painting? They might say no, or they might charge me, or, stop invading my privacy. I don't know. And plus, I would have to travel to them, they're not going to travel to me. So that's all I had to do, because I'm not, not important enough to request one of these famous people to get a photo of them. So it creates a conundrum. So I discovered that I could get in contact with some of these photographers and ask for their permission to paint them, or use their photo as a basis, and that's great, and it worked out for most of my paintings. It didn't work out for some of them, like the most recent one of Milo. I got no permission to use that because the photographer didn't respond to me like I'm a peasant, so I used it anyway, because You know, you don't have enough respect to respond. I'm gonna paint it anyway. And you know what? Like, if the guy would have replied to me and said no, I wouldn't use it. But this newest subject matter that I've discovered, I can take my own photographs, and I don't even have to worry about that. And I can take them and pose them and get things in their most beautiful moment. This particular subject that I'm painting right now was taken with permission from the person that is presenting, and it's my own photo. And I that's why I do. One of the reasons why I paint off photos, because I don't believe posing for a photo or for a painting is real. It's the person's acting. I mean, I don't want to paint people acting, which is generally what you're doing. Although I can learn a lot from live drawing, like in figure drawing class or figure drawing practice at home. I could have a model in here and help me learn how to draw up the body. It's not what I want to depict in my paintings. I want to depict life as it's happening now, you know, like I'm taking a snapshot of what's happening now, not a staged depiction of life, which I think painting from life is. So there you go, that's why I paint from photos. And this is going to be, again, this is going to be several stages of painting. What I had done for the past 45 minutes was really start to render and get into some of the shading and details in some of these cannulas here. And that's a whole nother story, is what exactly these things are. A lot of people that are in medical background will recognize them, but that's not the point to my painting this. It's not. I'm not trying to educate anybody on devices. I mean, I'm sure it could come up in conversation about it if somebody asked me, but for the moment, it's just trying to capture the complexity and the beauty of what's happening in these machines, and the human body. All right, so I've discovered some colors that I like. The last video I was really getting frustrated, so this is probably better anyway. And you actually might be able to hear me talking. I don't know. I'm not sure yet because I haven't stopped recording. I just want to freaking paint. Okay. I don't have a lot of time. I was talking about this too in a video. Like, that's gonna change in a couple years. I'll have my third child in school full time, and I think instead of going back to school to advance my career in medicine and nursing, I'm gonna dedicate my time to this. And creating series and hopefully finding some support and interest from other people that, you know, might put me in a show or I really want to create a bunch of series and get into a local gallery and have some kind of representative that way. I want to talk to gallery owner, but I want to have about 20 more paintings before I do something like that. So that's really, really far away. At the moment, it takes me about 3 months to complete one of these paintings, and I really want to knock that down to about 1 month. And that will take me painting almost every day off from work. I don't have that right now. So anyways, that's the future. I'm gonna do some more filling here because I should have done this earlier. Stick, man. I'm sure people are gonna be like, why don't you have a cloth on the end of your stick? Smears the paint, man. Smears wet paint everywhere. This painting live, a recorded journey today is brought to you by Dead Can Dance. This group of musicians, I don't really call them a band, that I've listened to since I was 17. I don't really support them politically, so some of you that might know what they support politically, they still make great music. I love their music. It's spiritual, it's meaningful. And just because I listen to their music doesn't mean I appreciate what they hate. Alright, again, so this is stage 3. This is really where I start rendering and actually start painting it. I feel like I've said this before because I have. But again, like, what makes a painting good is the drawing and the composition. And the painting part of it is just a learned, something almost anybody can learn. Because it just takes patience and time. Now, some of that photorealism stuff that's incredible. And, you know, I've gotten better at depicting things like that over time. But some of these people are freaking geniuses, man. And I'm not that gifted. So there's that aspect of painting. However, you know, most of the stuff that you see in galleries or museums, none of it